again?
Rolling.
All right, okay. One of the things I like about Cup of Jazz is, and I like when Richard and you guys will share with us a bit of history about, I'm learning a lot here, I really am, about the music. But sometimes when I see Christian singers, I don't know why, and Herb doesn't do this, and I appreciate this, because some Christian singers preach and then they sing. And then after they sing, they preach again. The song should be the message, shouldn't it? And I'm a pastor, and we like to tell stories, and pastors have a terrible habit of giving a sermon and then telling the story and then giving a sermon after. Shouldn't the story speak for itself? Well, I want to share with you a story, and I'm not going to preach about it. And I'm not even going to ask you what you think the story means. And if you want to talk to me later, what you think it means, that's fine. But I'm going to, Jesus, when he told stories, he told parables. And he really didn't say what they meant, except for one. And they hounded him, what does it mean, what does it mean? And he told them. But I want to tell you a story, and this is how it's going to go. I don't know who wrote the story. It's an old story, and I'm just going to call it the auction. I don't know, maybe there's a name for it. And it's about a father and his son. He's a widower. Now, in the story, we're not sure how his wife dies. But this is a father and son who loved each other, just loved each other so much. And in fact, if it wasn't for the age, they looked a lot alike when you saw them, because they had one great passion. And their great passion was they loved artwork. And they would go all over the world, because this old man, he had money, and he bought famous paintings, Picasso, Van Gogh's, Monet's, and every famous painting. And he brought them to his house. And his son and his dad loved artwork. Well, the war broke out, and the son felt called to go to war. And as it happens in war, the son got killed in war. And the father was crushed that his son had died, and he even lost his joy of even looking at the artwork. They're still hanging up there, but just lost the joy. And after a few months, there was a knocking at the door, and he opened it up, and there was another young man there. And he had this tube with, And he said, "Are you Mr. So-and-so?" He says, "Yes, I am." He says, "Well, I want to share with you, I was with your son when he died in battle. Your son saved many lives. And I'm an artist. Oh, not as great as the paintings are on your wall, but I did a painting of him, of your son, and I want to give it to you." And the old man looked at it, and yes, the paintings he had around were so much better, but the artist captured the essence of his son. And he said, "Well, how much? I'll give you anything for it." He says, No. This is for you. You don't have to give me anything." And he hung it up on the wall by the mantel, by the fireplace. And he would look at his son, and which even gave him a little bit more passion to look at the other artwork. But he loved that painting of his son. And in time, he died. They had no relatives. So in his will, he said, on Easter, everybody can come and we're going to auction off the paintings. People from all over the world, rich people, came because they were wanting to get some of these paintings that the old man had. And the auctioneer said, "Okay, we're going to start the auction, but the first painting we're going to sell is the picture of his son." And they looked at it and go, What do I hear? Do I hear $1 million? Do I hear this? Do I hear this? And no one's saying anything. And some people are saying, "Will you get away from that picture of the son? We came for these other pictures." And the guy went on and on and on. And people are angry and mad because they came for the other pictures. And at the back of the room, there was an old guy and didn't have real rich clothes on. And he said, "Excuse me, all I have in my pocket is $10. But I knew the old man and his son. I was their gardener. They were good people. And all I have is $10. And everybody said, "Give it to him for $10 so we can get on with the other paintings. Give it to him." And the auctioneer said, "Going once for 10. Going twice. Sold to the man at the back for $10. And he came up and he gave him the $10. And everybody's clapping, because now they can begin the auction. And the auctioneer said, the auction's over. And they're going, what? Why? Because in his will, the old man said, whoever bought this painting, the one with the sun, got them all.
God. Amen.